Tejas, you are basically at University of Windsor. That's your backdrop, right? That,
Yeah,
that I can see basically the flags above various countries' flags.
yeah, for all
So,
the
how
countries.
was your experience at University of Windsor when you went first time, and your study experience? How different it is from the Indian education system?
So I started my studies in May 2021. For the first two semester, it was completely online, as you know, due to the COVID. The university was closed, and I was like basically the whole first year of my degree went to online studies rather than going to the universities in the classes or in the labs. So for the first two semesters, like it was a bit boring while studying on a laptop and not able to see the campus or the classes or getting the real experience of being an international student over here. But yeah, from this semester, the winter 2022, the university went to offline, so we were able to go to the classes and go to the labs and travel around the campus. Like I've seen campus first time in winter, though I was there in Canada in May 2021, but I was able to see the campus 8 months later due to COVID. But yeah, after coming to campus, it's way more better than studying online on a laptop, like in the classes and in the labs, and especially the campus is very beautiful over here. So it's way more better and convenient to go on campus rather than studying online on a laptop. And talking about the education system over here, it's I guess it's way more better than the Indian education system because there is no pressure on students. There is like no pressure of studies over here. The the pattern is like you solve assignments, you attend the labs, you have a midterm exam, and then you have a final exam, and the final grade is given as as a cumulative of all these exams. So every particular thing has a weightage on the final grade. The assignments has some of the weightage, the midterm exam has some of its weightage on the final grade, and the final exam has some of the weightage. So that is the typical course weightage of like a course in university. And you have to take around 4 to 5 courses per semester, and to complete your degree you need to complete around 40 courses in my case particularly. So I guess it would take around 3 to 3.5 years. And the education system is quite good over here as compared to India. Like everything is on practical knowledge. There is nothing like you need to remember that thing, or you need to remember this, or you need like there is nothing like anything which you have to remember. The exams are open book exams, so it only tests your practical knowledge of the subject which is being taught in the lecture. Most probably there are nothing written. I guess everything is on calculations, everything is based on calculations on the final exam also. And particularly in my case about the computer science, my exam is writing down some programs or creating small softwares, and in the final exam and in the midterm exam, rather than remembering any answers, which is Indian education system. So yeah, so that's great, and I'm loving it so far studying over here.
So you find the education system easy, and is
Yeah.
that the general feeling overall with all of international students, or some of them find it difficult?
No, I guess the students I've met over here, all of them feel the same. Like they feel that it's way more easy than the Indian studies or the Indian education system, because they do not need to remember anything. They just attend the lectures. They just practice what's being taught on lectures, and there are certain labs which focus on practicing the stuff which is taught by the professor in the lecture. And you solve the assignments on your own. You solve the labs on your own, and everything is basically practical. You don't need to remember that, and all the exams are open book exams. So you can basically, the questions will not be from the book obviously, but you can take some idea from the book, or you don't need to remember any formulas or stuff like that. So it becomes way more easier, and that's why in general, I guess there is also the same feeling, like everybody finds it easier as compared to India.
How easy or difficult it was for you to shift from an Indian education system to a Canadian education system? Was it difficult? How did you find it in the initial days?
No, sir, it wasn't difficult. I would say the other way around would be difficult for the students. If someone is switching from Canadian education system to Indian, that would be difficult. But switching from Indian education system to Canadian is like was very easy. There was not much of a difference because the professors on the first day of lecture itself, they do not start the course. First of all, they inform you what the course is. They inform you how are the professor going to grade the course based on assignments, based on labs, based on midterm exams and final exams, and what course is all about, how you will solve the assignments, when you will solve the assignments, when you are going to have a midterm, when you are going to have a final. So yeah, the transition was very easy from Indian education system to the Canadian education system, because as I said, it's very simple. You solve the assignments, you appear for the midterm, you appear for the final, that's it. You get your final grade based on these three things basically, and the professor in the very first lecture explains you about the course, how the course is going to work. Yeah, so it was very easy to take a transition from Indian education system to the Canadian education system. Yeah, it's easy.
Okay.